Okay, good evening, Longrich TV network. My name is Sylvester. You can call me the guy behind the camera. And it's a special Sunday. I mean, like, really, you don't get these Sundays, now and then. And I'm having a great surprise for you tonight. As you can see, that I am not alone. I am with your lady, the one and only, as the Vivian Mokome tonight. Come on. I want to see your comments right here. I want you to connect. I want you to connect because it's just going to be a wonderful show. It's going to be a hectic show. You got to be ready for what's going to be happening. So I'm looking at you. We are on number 9. So I want you to push it up. Come on. Just share the broadcast right now. Push it up. Send your comments right here. Greet your lady right here. She's gonna be greeting you officially, but I want you to be coming online. I don't want you to miss this opportunity. I want you to come through. Come on, connect wherever you are. You are in Nigeria, you are in Botswana, you are in Zimbabwe, Mozambique, you are right here in South Africa. I want you to connect. I can see it's building up momentum. We are on number 16 viewership right now. Can you please connect? Connect wherever you are. Connect wherever you are. Yes. Justin, I can see you. Good evening right there. Good evening right there. Share the broadcast. Yes, we are on number 20 viewers. Come on, continue sharing. Greet me, greet your lady, greet everyone. Just send your comments right now. Yes, Olinda, Elsa, yes. Buanote, parabéns, SD Vivian. I don't know what that means, but I think they're greeting, their powerful lady right here. Okay, Ozezi Etebro, I can see you. Good evening. Isaac Musa, evening. Watching from Pretoria, South Africa. You are welcome. Come on, viewers, let us put this broadcast tonight. We are coming live to you, and it's gonna be hectic. Amina Momodu, yes, good evening. Where are you connecting from, Amina? Just send your location right there. We want to see where you're connecting from. Thank you. I can see we are building up momentum. Leadership, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
How are you doing?
I am good. I'm doing good. It's been a hectic day, but yeah, I am good. And you?
It's
How?
great seeing you. It's great seeing you. Wonderful looking at all times. I mean, like, really, yeah. We call it people succeeding now. Yeah. That's powerful. It's so great leadership to be having you tonight. And the reason why really I requested for this broadcast tonight is because I wanted us to talk about something right here that I saw you were engaging in during the day. The common mistakes in network marketing. You spoke something very powerful that really I felt, no, this one we need to share with our Long Reach TV viewers so that really they could enhance their business. We're living in times where really the standards of life have changed completely. The social challenges among people have really deepened themselves in demands and needs. Now, let's talk about the network marketing business and the common mistake that really you have identified that have limited or actually build a particular wall from the distributor into the prospect. What are the common mistakes that really you have identified in this business?
Can you hear me? Is the speaker okay?
I can hear you perfectly.
Is it here? Okay.
Yeah.
I decided to do the recording that I did earlier, and that was based on the conversation that I had with my business coach. And as we were talking, that's when I realized that, because some of the things that he was highlighting, it was some of the mistakes that I've made myself and that I've seen many of our people are also making, especially when it comes to this profession. We tend to complicate things, we want to make everything complicated. And if you look at network marketing, it's supposed to be, we need to understand the objective of it. Why network marketing? You know, why are we having this platform? The basic principle of network marketing is mainly, I mean, not only network marketing, but the basic principle of any business is to solve the problem. That's it. It's
Yes, ma'am.
problem solving. You know, every system or process exists to solve the problem, nothing else. And therefore, it's very important as well that as networkers, we need to understand the core fundamentals of network marketing. Why are we existing? Why this system is in place? We need to first understand that, you know. And once we understand that we are problem solvers, every system or every process, it exists because there's a problem that needs to be solved. Now, if you were to solve a problem, it's very important first to do what we call mapping analysis. You know, you need
Yes, ma'am.
first to understand who's your stakeholder, map your stakeholders, do what we call stakeholder analysis. Your stakeholders, they will differ from stakeholders to stakeholders. They will differ. Their problems are different, and what they need will also differ. Now, network marketing, if we look at it and we look at economically what is happening, socially, economically, what is happening in Africa, and currently, and that is my belief, and this is based on my research, this is the only
Sure.
system, you know, we've been talking about capital, that capital is hostile and all that, you know, and I've came to realize that we tend to use all these terms interchangeably or carelessly without understanding what do they actually mean, you know. I remember my mentor said something very interesting, that we don't own 90% of the minerals. We don't,
Sure.
you know. And in a continent where 90% of the population belongs to Africans, you know, to Black people, if I may to put it blindly like that, you know, we do not own 90% of our minerals. We don't. And that's a fact. And now, if you look at network marketing is the only system that addresses the issues that came to being as a result of capitalism. You know,
Sure.
this is the only system that we as Africans, we've got control over. And this is the only system where we can be able, you know, to address some of the shortcomings that came to being as a result of capitalism. Now, what am I trying to say here is, Vivian, let's not complicate this. The majority of the people that we are looking for as networkers, they are sitting at the bottom of a food chain. Those are the majority of people that
Sure.
we need. And the reason why I'm saying we
You're right.
need them, why do we need them? They have the energy that we are looking for, and they have the time that we need, and they have the hunger that we are looking for. You understand that? So 90% of
Yes.
those people, and that is a reality, 90 to 80% of those people, they are sitting at the bottom of the food chain. They are desperate, most of them. They are stranded. You know, they're looking for their next meal. You understand? They're looking for solution. They're looking for solution. They've got a problem, but they're waiting for me and you to come and provide solution to them, Pastor Mtavini. Now,
Sure.
those people are not interested. That's what I was trying to say to our people. They're not interested in our cars. Trust me. They're not interested
You,
in
you,
all those technical things that we are bringing up. They're not interested in all that. All they need is a solution. How can I come out of my situation? That's what they're looking for. And
you
it's
said
very
something very
important
powerful.
that, I beg your pardon?
You said something very powerful earlier,
Yeah,
and you said keep it simple.
keep
Keep
it simple.
it simple. Wow. Can you just elaborate? Keep it simple. Here is a networker. He's listening tonight and he wants to delve into this conversation to understand, this when we look at weaknesses, we also reveal strength
Yes.
into how really we can march forward. Now, how do they keep it simple from the mapping environment that really they would have done?
Go down to their level. Understand
Yeah.
your audience, go down to their level. Like I said, every business exists because there's a problem. Okay?
Sure.
We are there to provide solutions. We are there to provide solution. Now, keep it simple. How you unpack the marketing plan, keep it simple to those people. Make it about them. 90% of your presentations, it must be about them. Remember, we are
Sure.
solution providers. 90%,
Yes.
it must be about them. So it doesn't help if you go there. um let me use myself as an example. This is an example, by the way. Pastor Mtabini, if you are going to someone that is based in a sea area, we all know that a sea area, according to our country, it is those disadvantaged area. I mean,
Yeah.
those people, they don't know when their next meal is coming, but they have the energy and the time that you are looking for. So if you go to
Sure.
them, then you go there overdressed. Okay, you go there with your Mac laptop and all that. You understand that 90% of the time they won't be listening to what you're presenting, but they will be
You're
looking
right.
at you. You are distracting them. They will be looking
You're
at
right.
you and say, she's here to brag. you know she's not here to offer us a solution. you know
Sure.
so that's what I'm saying. Keep it simple. If you go to those people, go there, show them the system in its simplest form. In its simplest form. Because someone who is in Zondi, in Soweto, they need to hear Vivian saying, if you sell 10 toothpaste, you can be
Yeah.
able to buy bread. You
Sure.
can be able to put food on the table. That's what they need to hear. Do you understand? It's at
Yes.
their level.
Yeah.
They need to hear Vivian saying, listen to me, I have a system. And this system, this is how it works. Then you start breaking it down to their level. That this system, if you sell 10 or one toothpaste per day in a day, let's say you've got 12 hours. Within that 12
Yes.
hours, if you sell 10, this is how much you can make. Do you see that this is it's a system that they can replicate even when I'm no longer there?
You're right.
So it needs to be a system that your people, the people that you are presenting to, that's what I'm saying, keep it simple. It depends on your audience. But when you present a system, it must be a system that your audience will be able to replicate even when you are no longer there.
Mm.
You understand? But
Mm.
now, if we are portraying ourselves or presenting a system that we know very well, that we know what the people that we are targeting, there is no way they will maintain this in our absence. Then who are you lying?
Yes.
Who are you lying to? Who are you presenting to? So
Sure.
it's very important that as networkers, keep it simple, know your audience. Don't overcomplicate things. We are complicating this. And that's why people, they keep on overthinking. They're overthinking this system. Because why? We are confusing them. But we need to
Sure.
present it, this system, as it is, in its simplest form. In its
Simple
simplest
as it
form.
is. No
As it is.
complications. No complications. We spoke about the demographics and the demarcations area. That when you're in Senten, there's a line between Senten and Uganda.
Yes.
And the ability to do mapping as pertaining to your business would make one to understand that when I go to Senten area, it's not how I should be going to Alexander area because there's a line there. Now,
Yes.
mapping therefore allows one to say, who are my targets? What
Yes.
is their level? And how best can I present this business to them so that
Yes.
they should not reject me with my good business? Because I believe that many of our, business owners have been rejected in environments, not because the business is not a good business, but because of our approach towards the environment. And I believe that when you said to us that we need to learn to map
Yes.
and need to learn to understand the levels of the people, the social challenges people are going through, and how to break this business model in a simplest form to an individual that can see hope to say, if I sell 10 toothpaste a day, there's something that really I can bring for my children.
Yeah.
Now, as you're discussing SD, I began to realize that we need therefore to revamp our marketing and presentation, approach. And what can you tell this person who feels like I need to do whatever I want to do, anytime I want to do it, nobody can tell me anything because we are trying to give the Africa, not only South Africa, but Africa.
Mm. Hi, Pastor Mtavini. Mm. Mm. Hi, Mr. Mtavini, your line, I'm not sure if it's your line or it's my line. I can't hear you now. It looks like we have lost you. Hi, Mr. Mtavini. It looks like I've lost you. Hmm. It looks like I've lost him. Uh-huh. Hey, Pastor Mtavini, I don't know what happened. We lost you there. It was your
You know what?
network. Are we still live on
I,
Longrich TV network?
yes, yes, we live. My network just went berserk on me. Um, I'm trying to see. Uh, are you still here? Leadership. Okay. We just went through a network failure right there. I'm trying to connect back to SD Vivian as we're speaking about. Yes, she's back now. Let me connect her. Okay. Um, Let me connect her. She's back. Okay. Leadership.
Yes. I don't know what happened there. We just lost you for a sec. Yes, I don't know what happened.
Leadership.
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you, but I can't see your face.
Um, yeah, I don't know what happened with my camera. Um, there is something wrong with my camera. Okay.
Can you turn the cam on?
Okay. It's not coming on. Okay. Let's do this. We're gonna be continuing and
Okay, no, not a problem. Yeah, we can continue for the sake of time. Can you hear me?
now, yes. So I'm gonna give you the platform and I'll be setting out my camera while you're busy communicating with our audience and I will sort out the camera. We
I,
just want to apologize to all the viewers out there. Yes.
now, as I've said earlier, we need to make sure that we map our stakeholders, and it's very important to understand your audience. It's very important, and it's very important to also understand the environment in which we operate in. We need to understand that very well. And also understanding where we are as Africans. And I've already said it, network marketing in Africa is completely different to what is happening in Europe and what is happening in USA. You know, we need to understand the needs of our people, what is happening economically and politically and socially, because all the three things that I've mentioned, they will most definitely affect the pocket of your consumer. So we need to understand that, know your market and know what is happening currently now. I mean, with the COVID-19 um, situation, we know that, I mean, before in South Africa, we were only sitting at 32%. You know, when I checked the stats, we were sitting at 32% unemployment rate. Now, with COVID, when I was reading the latest stats, we are now, I mean, the probability of that even being higher than, because before we used to be on 21, sorry, it was used to be on 21, 20, between 20 and 21 in South Africa. Then last year, it moved from 21 to 32. We don't know what's going to happen next year. So it simply means those who are still employed, the chances of them being forced now to remain or to get a salary cut, all right, or not to even get an increase, it's high. It's very high. I mean, my parents, for example, I use my parents as an example. They work for government. They're both government officials. And I know, based on the conversation, they've already told me that they're not going to get an increase. People are now excited with just keeping their jobs. It's no longer like before, when people will go on riots and toy about an increment. People now, what is more important for them is just the survivor, you know, remaining healthy. That's what people are talking about. So we need to be sensitive to the market and understand what is happening. That's why I was saying stakeholder analysis, it's very, very, very critical. And as networkers, try and keep your system simple. Don't complicate everything. Remember, once we understand the objective, I remember when I was still in an IT environment, before you can build any system, there was one question that you should be asking yourself. What problem are you solving? What problem are you solving? And if there's no problem that you're solving, then why are you complicating the system? Because the
Mm.
whole point why you're building the system, number one, there must be a user. There must be a person that is going to use the system. Because you can have a fancy system, okay? Powerful, fancy system. But if there's no one that is going to use your system is useless. It will fail. It's the
Sure.
same thing with us as networkers. The reason why there is network marketing is because there's a problem. And remember the problem that I've mentioned. The problem that we have as Africans, it started a long time ago. It started a long time ago when capitalism was introduced to us. And as a result of capitalism, that's why we own nothing. Mamela,
Mm.
we don't own 90% of the minerals that is in our own country, that is in our own continent. We don't. Now, network marketing is the only system that allows us to change the system that has been in existence for years. It's allowing us to do that. Okay. Therefore, we should not complicate this. We should not. It's all we need to understand that this is about our people. And if we really mean what we're saying when we say this is about our people, then 90% of your presentation, it must be about your people, not about you.
Yes.
People are not interested. And let me tell you the truth. They're not interested in Vivian's G-Wagon. Come on, it's not going to do anything for them. It's not. They're
Sure.
interested in Vivian. How will I be able to buy bread?
Sure.
How will I be able to feed my children? How would I be able to send my children to proper schools? That is their
Mm.
interest. You
Mm.
understand? Therefore,
Yeah.
as Vivian, I must come and say, listen, I have a system that can solve your problems. And as I have that system, I need to break it down to their level. You understand? I need to break
Yes.
it down to their level and make sure that even when I'm gone, they're still able to duplicate the system. But if I'm presenting hotels, showing them presentations that are done at the hotels, showing them all the cars and all the expensive laptops and phone, come on, will they be able to duplicate that system?
No. No.
They won't duplicate that system because what's going to happen? I mean, I remember there was a woman I met in Tembisa. We went with Dr. Lesejo. We presented the business to this group of women. The woman said to me, "It's now I understand what is Longrich, because all this time we
Sure.
were seeing people showing us cars, people were showing us their houses, and none of them were showing us the how part." And then that dawned to me that the mistake we are making, we are complicating the process. Make it simple. Make it about the people. Understand your audience and understand what they're looking for. And remember that you're a solution provider and provide a solution that they can duplicate. That they can duplicate. Not a system or a solution that worked for you. No, but present a system or a solution that they can duplicate. Make it about them. Be at their level. If need be, go down to their level. But what I'm saying is, and I think the mistake that we are making, I'm not saying we should conform to the wrong culture. Please hear me. I'm not saying we should conform to the wrong culture. I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying we should be doing that. But show them the right thing. Show them a system that they can duplicate, a system that they can test, try, and succeed. Show them that. And if you can master that, let me tell you one thing, there's no way people will reject us. They are not rejecting our message. Trust me, they're not rejecting our message, but they are rejecting our presentation. They're not rejecting the message. Everyone wants financial freedom. Everyone wants financial freedom. There's no such thing as people rejecting financial freedom. They want financial freedom. They want it. This is the good news. They want the good news. But now they're rejecting us, the messenger, because of our presentation, how we are presenting the business to them. So these are the things that you should be asking yourself when you are presenting. is this system, can this system that I'm presenting, can they replicate themselves in my absence? And is it solving their problem? That's why a product is very important. We need to be sensitive to the market, and we need to understand what is happening socially, economically, and politically. We need to understand that. And when we bring products to Africans, let that product be about Africans, and let that product addresses the needs of Africans. That's why I said, and this is a message to anyone outside of South Africa who's thinking of bringing a system to Africans. Get to know us. Who are we? What do we stand for? Our culture. And what do we need? Not what you think we need, but what do we need at this current moment? Remember, no organization operates in a vacuum. We are not immune to what is happening politically, socially, and economically. We are not immune at all. So please, let's not complicate the system. Make it simple. Make it about the people. And 90% of your presentation, it must be about the people, not about you, the presenter, but about the people. Make it about them. Win them. Remember, you are a teacher. You are a teacher. You are trying to teach them or to introduce them to a system that has worked for you. Do proper analysis, proper mapping, stakeholder analysis. Once you have done the analysis of your stakeholder, and then do proper mapping. Know what they need. And your presentation must be structured in such a way that you can explain it in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, the same way you will explain a process to a 5-year-old, that's how it should be. So if your system or your process that you are explaining is not making sense to me within 5 minutes, then you need to know that you have lost me. You have lost me as a customer. You should be able to explain it, your system, within 5 minutes. And you should explain it in such a way that even a 5-year-old will understand. Break it down, make it simple. Let's not decorate our presentations. Let's make it about our people, because 90% is about them. And let's make sure that when we leave that room, our people will be able to duplicate the process and to duplicate what we have trained them. Okay. Network marketing is the business. It's about the people. It's a business of the people. And it's about the people. We cannot shy away from that. We can never shy away from that. When I was in corporate, and I like repeating this, I could get away with so many things because of the culture and the environment. My qualifications, my skill sets, they protected me, from so many things. But with network marketing, let me tell you, you are nothing without the people. The very same people that are at the bottom of the food chain, they will contribute to your success. You are nothing without the people. Remember that. Make it about them. Everything should be about them, because without them, you are nothing. And that's a mistake we tend to make as leaders. As soon as you get there, or as soon as you climb, or you are at the top of the ladder, then you think you have arrived. No, you haven't. You haven't. And that's why I keep on repeating the same thing, that I am, and which is the truth, because of my team. And the higher you climb the ladder, you are required to be even more humble. You become more of a servant, actually, than anything else. And once we master this, I'm telling you now, we'll have fun. Life in closure. Life is too short. It's too short to complicate things. Let's have fun in a process. Let's make it simple. And in such a way that anyone, even outside of this profession, they will want to be part of us. Don't complicate it. Remember, network marketing. Remember this. You repeat the same thing. That's why they're saying cut. That's why they're saying copy and paste. The process doesn't change. It's something that you can repeat over and over again. But what can you repeat? What can you duplicate? What is it that you can repeat and duplicate? So leaders, let's make our process simple. Give solution. A man or a woman from Zondi in Soweto, their main concern is where will they get their next meal? That is their main concern. And if you are going to them, go there and address their need, break it down. The good thing about Longrich is that we've got products, that are affordable. We've got essential products. So my leaders, break it down to their level. Show them that if they can sell 10 toothpaste within 12 hours that we have in a day, how much they can make. Do that for them. Break it down to them. Okay? Break it down. Show them that if they sell our herbal teas, if they sell this much, how much they can make. Show them that practical example. You are solving their problem. Remember who we are. We are problem solvers. Every system exists because there's a problem that needs to be solved. And if you want to solve the problem, your system must be user-friendly. Must be user-friendly. Okay? It must be in such a way that even a 5-year-old can replicate that system. That's it from me. We've lost Pastor Mutavini, but I hope my message is received well. I hope you all understood the recording that I had earlier. What I wanted to say to all of you is let's try and keep it simple. Let us not complicate the process. Let's be sensitive to the market. Let's know what is happening, economically, politically, and socially, what is happening. And we need to understand that we are not immune to any of those things. And if you are to be presenting this wonderful platform called MLM, and in this case, I'm referring to Longrich, because this is a Longrich TV network. Know your audience. Go down to their level. And remember this, without your people, without your team, the very same people that are at the bottom of the food chain that you seems to be looking down at, those are the very same people that will give you that PV that will change your life. All you need to do for those people, show them a system that they can replicate. Okay, that's it from me. Have a blessed evening. I love you all. We are now in level 3 in South Africa. So it means presentations are allowed. I'll have to go and check the requirements of level 3. But let's go out there with confidence, knowing that we have a system that is working. All we need to do is to take this system to the people. Let's break it down into small but manageable tasks. Let's make it about our people. And once they see that this is about them, and you've shown them the easier way of running this system, trust me, they will give you results, and they will work closely with you. Okay, that's it from me. Welcome back. I was talking alone here.
No, I was just listening here because I needed to give you time to really break it down. And but the message has gone out very clear. I think today marks a very tremendous time for the business owners, especially the longest business owners, because we are reinventing ourselves. Very key, reinventing ourselves. This business is doable.
Yeah,
The principles must be simple,
simple.
and we need to come to the level of the people.
Let's
And
go
that's what
down
it
to
is.
the level of the people.
The power of reinvention.
Yes.
Just put on a good face everywhere you're going. And I'll bring about a biblical point of view here that Paul says, when I am with the Jews, I am like one of them. And
Yes.
when I'm with the Gentiles, I am like one of them. Why? Because you need to understand your audience. And thank you very much, SD. You kind of really broke it down in a very simple form that someone could just take it and implement it even from tomorrow. To say, look, I've been doing this business in a different way. But since I had it, I'm going to keep it simple. Simple as it
Keep it
is.
simple.
And we're going to be winning. Wow.
Keep
What
it
a time.
simple. If you keep it simple and you make it about the people, trust me, there's no way they will reject your presentation. There's no way.
Wow.
Understand your audience, where you are. Be sensitive to your surrounding and be sensitive to where you are. I mean, if I like study the market. If you are going to a church, for example, and you want to win over a leader of that particular church, your language, your body language, how you dress and how you talk to them matters. It
It
matters.
matters. It
So
matters. It
respect
matters.
your environment. I mean, right now, like I've said, that's why I'm saying we need to be pay attention to what is happening. Like I've said now, everyone now is worried about staying afloat. That this is what is happening now. I mean, people are more concerned about their health now. Um, you know, some are even
Yeah.
concerned about where the next meal will be coming from. So we need to be very sensitive to such. And therefore, when you present your business case, it will be based on those needs.
Wow. Wow. Very profound.
All right, that's it from me. I have to go now.
SD, thank you very
I
much.
hope you'll
And
have me again. And tomorrow,
look,
tomorrow, who do we have? We have Leader Pulani tomorrow, and
tomorrow
on
we have Leader
Wednesday,
Pulani coming through. Yes, 8 o'clock tomorrow.
yes, and then Wednesday we have Leader Z. You see, it's all these shows are in place for a particular reason.
Yes.
And I will encourage our members to make sure that they don't miss any of those. They need to be part of this broadcast, especially the Wednesday one.
Yes.
Learn how to sell. Learn how
Yes.
to sell. Because if there's one skill that you want to learn in 2021, it's
It's that.
sell. It's how
Yeah.
to sell. How to sell. And if you now, I like how we have this. Monday's Pulani talking about products. You can't sell what you don't know. Then
Yes.
Wednesday, we have Z teaching our members how to sell. So long reachers, you have all the tools that you need to succeed. Use them, apply them. You have 12 hours in a day as an entrepreneur. The trick is, how do you structure the 12 hours? Show our people what they can do with 12 hours, how they can generate an income within that 12 hour. That's what they're waiting for, and that's what they would like to hear from you. All right. Thank you so much.
Leadership, thank you very much. Have a great time. We appreciate your coming through tonight. And you have really brought light. You have really brought light. We are back on the run again. And we're reinventing ourselves. Thank you very much. May you have a great night. And we appreciate you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye. That's it, Longrich family. That's our SD Vivian Mokome, coming up with a very powerful, a topic to think and to digest and really to glean on the power of, presentation and how really you can market your business. Keep it as simple as possible, and you will see that really in regions that really you were rejected the previous times when you did presentations, this time around you will be accepted because you are coming on the level of your audience and your prospect. And I hope that really up until we meet again tomorrow night with Leadership Pulani, you will be studying methods of how your communities are structured. You will have, a map of your, communities, your villages, your townships, and just check their areas. What kind of people are they? What's their culture? And then present yourself in that manner so that really you could present a strong business case. And I'm telling you that we are on the roll again. It is time for a new season. We are experiencing a dawn of a new day, and you need to embrace this moment. We just want to appreciate SD Vivian for this time. We just took her time this afternoon because I felt like what you said earlier was key for us to note and to take, a cognizance of. May you have a wonderful time. Keep on sharing our broadcast and enjoy your presentations and your reinvention. God bless you.